Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Julie Bisacre and I am a civil celebrant. Hopefully, I've met some of you if you've trained with the International College of Professional Celebrants. Just wanted to have a little share with you today about some of the things I do for myself to keep sane. We use that word sane, and I use it frivolously, not in terms of the sane, insane way, but just generally about mental health and how I sort of keep myself positive. So, working, as you can see around me, I work in a small attic at the top of the house, and it's quite possible for the whole day to go by without me seeing a soul or speaking to another person. And that is difficult, that's really hard on mental health for me. I'm a sociable person and I like to chat to people. So, what I've learned over the last sort of 5 or 6 years is that I need to book in some time where I connect with somebody, whether I go down and have a chat with my husband if he's around, if I'm talking to a neighbor in the garden, if I go out and just connect with some human beings, because literally the day can be swamped with work, and I don't get around to communicating, and I feel that that happens too often. It really affects how I feel about the world. The other thing I do is I start the morning off with some exercise. Sometimes it might be a good full 30 minutes of quite hard exercise, followed by a lovely shower, which really helps me get into a positive frame of mind. Other times, when I have not got out of bed so easily, it just might be a 5 or 10 minute quick workout just to keep me going. But I find that if I don't do that, then my day is affected. The other thing is, if you can't do that first thing because you've got appointments, then get out at lunchtime and do a walk in the fresh air, because that really, really helps mental health. Well, it does me. This is just my own personal experience. The other thing is, if you're doing a lot of rather challenging ceremonies, usually we think about funerals when we talk about difficult situations and difficult ceremonies, but it can equally be a very frustrating wedding or naming ceremony. You have to really think about it before. You can see the early signs of something that's going to be challenging. Obvious ones like this is someone's taken their own life and you've been asked to do the ceremony, but also things like there's in-laws getting involved in a couple's decision making. They keep changing their mind. You can feel the dynamics becoming problematic. You need at that point to put on your cloak, to put on that emotional protective armor of going in with professional mindset, rather than thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be awful, and worrying about it and going in that mindset. Is to actually think, I'm the person who's doing this. I'm the person who is going to make this a good ceremony that's going to meet the requirements. And you put on that professional protection. I find that really helpful. The other thing is, other celebrants are going through this. So on the ICPC website, you can see there's something called Celebrant Connect. You can log into your members, your members bits, and you can connect with people in your area. And I do this quite regularly, not as often as I like, but once a month, everybody in my area meets up, and I try to get along if I can. And people will share their thoughts. We'll have a coffee together. Usually some cake is involved, and we tell each other our stories and we offer support to each other. That's fabulous. Do make use of that. If you're a member with ICPC, make use of it. It's really good. And also, just surround yourself with positivity when you can. Follow those sort of Facebook groups that give you that sort of lovely, warm feeling. If you love Donna Ashworth, which I do, follow her page, and some of her poems can just go, oh my gosh, why was I sweating about that? This is what's more important. So just surround yourself with positive people, positive things, and it will be so much easier. These are just my thoughts. These are just the things I do. Everyone's different, I know, but if it's helped you in any way, I'm really pleased. Thanks for listening.